Imagine encountering a woman who seems out of your league, poised, beautiful, and accustomed to admiration. Yet, she perceives something different in you, an intrigue that sets you apart. What if you understood that beneath their self-assured exteriors, all women share psychological drivers, emotional sensitivities that many men miss? This isn't about manipulation, but about recognizing the subconscious elements that fuel attraction. Attraction transcends logic. It's deeply rooted in emotion. While many men attempt to impress superficially, through words, wealth, or appearance, those who truly captivate a woman's attention tap into these compelling forces. Let's explore 5 of these key drivers. Driver 1. The allure of emotional journeys. Many men mistakenly believe women select partners based on practical considerations, stability, looks, or status. However, women are drawn to the experience a man offers, not merely his image. They seek a man who can transport them to a unique emotional landscape. This desire for emotional engagement is deeply ingrained in human psychology. We are wired to seek out experiences that make us feel alive, that stimulate our senses, and that offer a break from the mundane. Why do women romanticize bad boys, enigmatic strangers, or forbidden love? It's not about a desire for trouble, but a yearning for unpredictable feelings, a departure from the ordinary. These scenarios often represent a temporary escape from routine, a chance to feel a wider range of emotions, and to experience something out of the ordinary. Most men are too predictable. Their communication is routine, they offer constant agreement, and they provide comfort without stimulation. This often leads to the friend zone, where they offer companionship but fail to spark the emotions necessary for romantic connection. Women may appreciate these men as friends, but they don't often feel the intense pull of attraction. The friend zone is a safe space, but it lacks the emotional depth and excitement that fuels romantic desire. To harness this, introduce emotional variety. Go beyond being simply nice. Evoke a spectrum of feelings. Be unpredictable in your interactions. Offer differing perspectives instead of constant agreement. Share compelling stories that transport her. The goal is to become a memorable journey, not just another familiar presence. When a woman views you as an emotional adventure, her interest will deepen significantly. This could involve anything from sharing a passion for a unique hobby to surprising her with an unexpected outing, or simply having the confidence to express your individuality and take her on a journey through your passions and perspectives. Driver 2. The attraction to strength and boundaries. Women are drawn to men who establish the framework of a relationship. They desire a man who can assert himself, who values his time, purpose, and self-respect. This quality is often rare. In a world where many men are conditioned to be people pleasers, a man who knows his worth and acts accordingly stands out. Many men believe that being agreeable, accommodating, and always available will increase a woman's liking for them. However, this often has the opposite effect, causing her to undervalue them. Women possess a subconscious attraction to men who demonstrate healthy boundaries. This isn't about being arrogant or domineering, but about having a strong sense of self and knowing what you will and will not accept. Women often test men, sometimes unintentionally. They may alter plans to gauge your reaction, challenge your opinions to assess your confidence, or dominate conversations to test your assertiveness. These tests aren't necessarily malicious. They're often subconscious ways of determining if a man is truly confident and secure in himself. When a woman realizes that you are firm in your values and won't compromise yourself to please her, she ceases testing and begins to respect you. And respect forms the bedrock of genuine attraction. If you sense a woman's interest waning, evaluate whether you are maintaining your boundaries or merely striving to please her. Women don't fall for men who provide everything effortlessly. They are drawn to men who make them earn their affection and attention. This doesn't mean playing games, but it does mean demonstrating that you have your own life, your own priorities, and that you're not willing to sacrifice them for anyone. Driver 3. The fascination with controlled uncertainty. Consider what captivates you in a television series, a film, or a novel. It's not the predictable elements, but the suspense, the mystery, the feeling of not knowing what will happen next. This is a fundamental aspect of human psychology. We are drawn to the unknown, to the thrill of discovery, and to the excitement of anticipation. Attraction operates similarly for women. The more predictable you are, the easier you are to categorize. Once she feels she has figured you out, the intrigue diminishes. However, if you remain slightly elusive, if your feelings aren't entirely transparent, she will become more focused on you. This creates a sense of intrigue and keeps her mentally engaged. Women are drawn to men who create a sense of controlled uncertainty. They don't seek complete chaos, but they do desire a man who keeps them engaged and curious. This means striking a balance between being present and available and also maintaining your own individuality and sense of mystery. Examine your own behavior. Do you respond to her messages immediately? Do you consistently express your admiration without allowing any anticipation to build? Do you reveal all your emotions at once, leaving nothing for her to ponder? If so, you might be making things too straightforward. While honesty and vulnerability are important in a relationship, they are best expressed gradually, allowing for a sense of discovery and unfolding. This isn't about engaging in childish games or being aloof without reason. It's about cultivating an element of mystery. Instead of replying instantly, allow some time to pass. Instead of explicitly stating your feelings, let her wonder. Instead of always being available, make your time valuable. This enhances your perceived worth. By not always being readily available, you communicate that your time is valuable and that you have other priorities besides her. This can paradoxically make you more desirable. Women crave excitement, adventure, and men who aren't easily deciphered. When she is uncertain about where she stands with you, her thoughts will gravitate towards you. She will initiate contact, and the dynamic will shift in your favor. This is because uncertainty triggers a desire for resolution, and the woman will be motivated to seek clarity by engaging with you further. Driver 4. The magnetic pull of leadership. Many men assume that being agreeable or compliant is the key to a woman's heart. However, women don't aspire to lead. They aspire to follow a man who leads. This is rooted in evolutionary psychology, where men traditionally took on the role of provider and protector. While societal roles have evolved, this inherent preference for leadership often remains. The most admired men throughout history, in fiction and in reality, are those who move with a sense of purpose. They don't seek permission. They make their own decisions, stand by them, and expect others to align with their vision. Women are inherently drawn to this quality. A man who knows what he wants and is confident in his ability to achieve it exudes a powerful aura that is naturally attractive. A man who possesses a clear sense of direction and pursues it decisively is irresistible. This doesn't mean being dictatorial or controlling, but it does mean having a vision for your life and the confidence to pursue it. Have you ever observed a woman develop a deep attraction for a man who constantly defers to her preferences, always asking, "What do you want to do?" The men who command respect are those who demonstrate decisiveness. Women rarely express a desire for a man who allows them to dictate every aspect of the relationship. They want a partner who can make decisions, take initiative, and provide a sense of direction. This isn't about being domineering or controlling. It's about being decisive and self-assured. Instead of asking, "Where would you like to eat?" state, "We're going here. I think you'll enjoy it." Instead of waiting for her to initiate contact, take the lead. Don't hesitate to express your opinions respectfully. If she respects you, she will value your independent thought. A woman wants to feel that her partner has a plan and a vision for his life, and that he is capable of taking the lead when necessary. Weak men follow, strong men lead. Women instinctively recognize this distinction. When a woman perceives that you have a defined path in life, with or without her, she'll be drawn to you. When she admires you, you transform into the kind of man she never wants to lose. Driver 5. The allure of self-sufficient men. Here's a fundamental insight. Women don't desire to be the center of your universe. They want to be invited into a universe that is already compelling. This is because a self-sufficient man communicates that he has value, purpose, and that he is not dependent on her for his happiness. This is an attractive quality, as it implies that he is emotionally stable and capable of taking care of himself. Many men make the mistake of prioritizing a woman too early in a relationship. They abandon their passions, sacrifice their ambitions, and structure their lives around her. Predictably, she loses interest. This isn't due to malice, but because when she becomes the primary source of your happiness, she ceases to respect you. A man who abandons his own life for a woman sends the message that he lacks his own identity and that his happiness is contingent on her. This can be a major turnoff. Why do women admire celebrities, athletes, and high achievers? Why are they drawn to men who have their own captivating lives? Why do they pursue men who aren't always readily available? Because these men have demonstrated that they have a purpose and a drive that extends beyond their relationships. Because they seek a man with a purpose beyond the relationship. A woman wants to feel like she is joining something significant, not that she is the significant thing. When you have a vision, a goal, a life that excites you independently of her, you become incredibly attractive. However, the moment your world revolves solely around her, you become replaceable. You essentially communicate that your value is derived from her, rather than from your own inherent worth. To prevent this, keep your purpose at the forefront of your life. Women are attracted to men who are driven and going somewhere. Never cancel your commitments to be constantly available. She respects a man who adheres to his priorities. Value your time. Make her earn it. Prioritize your goals, your passions, and your own personal growth. When a woman perceives that you are fulfilled, focused, and thriving on your own, her attraction to you will deepen, and she will feel fortunate to be a part of your world. At their core, women desire a man worth pursuing. By understanding these drivers, you'll shift the dynamic, becoming the pursued, rather than the pursuer. Focus on empowerment. If you found this exploration of attraction insightful, subscribe for more content designed to empower you in your relationships and personal growth. We delve into the dynamics of human connection, helping you cultivate stronger, more fulfilling bonds.